I was eating copious amounts of cheese this morning when I realised I was lactose intolerant, and that got me thinking, crashing issues across all consoles. That's right guys, in today's video we are going to be talking about the massive surge of console crashing issues that a lot of players have started to report on, and what this could possibly mean and what would be the best practice to try and fix these issues. So let's get into today's video. And also guys, just whilst I'm getting all my notes together, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of my recent subscribers. You can see their wonderful names right now going across the screen, and if you want to be included in my next video, do as they have all done, and all you need to do is hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video. Once you do that, you'll be in my very next release. I mean guys, absolutely great to see everybody. Thank you all very much for hitting that subscribe. Since the latest update, there has been reports of major crashing on PC, Xbox, PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. However, the PC seems to have actually fared a lot better compared to the console side of things. Now, I want to bring you over to this post right here. And to be fair guys, I was actually really shocked, because this is just one of many posts that I've found about this very issue. It seemed to be absolutely plaguing the No Man's Sky console community at the moment. However, this is what this one chap says: No Man's Sky crashing for the PlayStation 5, any fix? So one of the people actually messaged back and said, well, try muting your microphone, that might have something to do with it. It seems my game crashes as soon as the audio is heard on the mic, doesn't matter if it's a headset. So that actually might be a small fix for you. Let me know if you are having constant crashes on the PlayStation 5, whether or not disconnecting your microphone or muting it has any sort of influence on that. But what I will always say guys, and I will always say, no matter what, if you have an issue, report it to the Zendesk. I'm not too sure how it works on PlayStation, but I'm sure there's a report crash button somewhere. Always report it to the Zendesk, always report it on your console so then it can be patched out. And even literally just with a quick Google, you can see, if I start scrolling down here, just how many instances that people are having on problems with crashing on PlayStation 5 alone. It's actually quite insane. And the problem isn't just for the PlayStation 5, it's also for the PlayStation 4, it's for legacy consoles on top of that. Even the Xbox, as you can see right here, the Xbox is also having the same problems. And also going forward past this to the Nintendo Switch as well. So, since the last update especially, Nintendo Switch has been crashing hard for a lot of people. Now, why does this happen? Now, we always know whenever there's an update about to drop or the team are working on something, a lot of code in the background does get changed. And when the changes happen, it's not necessarily they push updates out to everybody. It's not like a client-side update that breaks it. It's actually the server-side issues that does break a lot of this. However, you may be asking yourself, how does that then affect Nintendo Switch players when they don't have online services? They're not part of the multiplayer side of No Man's Sky. So how can they still be affected? Well, believe it or not, they are still connected to the No Man's Sky servers, even though they can't see anybody online. But it doesn't mean they're not online, they just can't see anybody. They're always constantly online. It's just how the game code works. So whatever affects the console variants and the PlayStation variants and the PC variants and so on will still inevitably trickle down and even still affect Nintendo Switch. Why could this happen? Now, there could be an update going on in the background. Like I said, it all depends on what the team are doing to their internal servers, which is then what absolutely cocks it up down the line for everybody else. It doesn't always have to be on the client side. So whenever that starts happening, that's when, you know, we always feel that an update's come, because it always seems to be part and parcel. When, you know, crashes start to become a major issue, then maybe 2-3 weeks later, there'll be a new update. And then all these problems then will get fixed in patches thereafter. That is usually what this could indicate. And we know that an update has obviously just dropped earlier last month. And we know that an update is going to be coming once again in the next month or two. So it does seem a little premature that we are getting crashes to this degree so early. However, there's also been new light, and I'll make another video about this later down the line. But there has been some new new things come to the No Man's Sky world and over on Steam and on SteamDB, which is a tool that we all use to see when a new update's coming out. There's actually been a new entry rather than just experimental now, and No Man's Sky, you know, experimental, public, and the private branch that they use. There's actually another branch, so we'll talk into that a little bit more, but there's a lot of speculation going around with that. So we know that they are working on something. We know that something is coming, we just don't know exactly what it is. And with the effect that it's having on console players and some PC users alike, it's going to be something of an update that's going to affect the game in such a way that it's affecting the game code, if that makes sense. I know I kind of waffled on a little bit with that one, but I hope you know what I'm trying to say. If it's affecting the game code, which is the only way that's going to make you crash, then it must be something quite different. So only time will tell with that. But as for the crashes right now, what can you actually do? What can you do to fix these crashes? Well, unfortunately, there's no particular easy way to fix crashes, especially on console. Obviously, it's not like a PC. You don't have the freedom to try and diagnose a problem and try out different settings. You're kind of all locked into one. But what you can do is report the second that a problem arises. That way then the report log will be sent directly to Hello Games or the Zendesk, and they'll be able to have a look at it. And if enough people report as soon as something happens, then these problems can be mitigated as soon as possible, because the Hello Games team will have all that information there and hopefully fix these issues. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below, are you having crashing issues? Are you playing, what are you even playing on? Are you playing on the Xbox? Are you playing on the PlayStation? Are you on the new or legacy consoles? You know, are you on the new PlayStation 5? Are you playing on the PlayStation 4 still? And vice versa for the Xbox. Let me know if you are having these issues, or especially if you are on the Nintendo Switch. What issues are you having that is making you crash? Let me know in the comment section down below, and just in case anybody from Hello Games actually sees this video, then they'll also have a whole list of your suggestions and why it's crashing for you, and that might also help with getting fixes out. So let me know everything, as always, comment section down below. Anyway guys, that is everything from me here today, and as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.